Hi, welcome back to 16th RC Tank Workshop. In part 9 of this series I'm going to add the close defence weapons. That's the smoke launchers to the turret and the S-mine launchers around the hull. So in this video I'll be going from the kit components, which we have assembled here. This is the smoke launcher. I'll be going to my own more detailed smoke launcher. And then we move on from the kit white metal grenade launcher to my much more detailed launchers. Here we have the completed smoke launcher for the Tiger 1. At the rear, connected to the wire, we have the firing mechanism. It's held in place by a small spring clip. I didn't have any small rivets, so I've just soldered these brackets in place. These are the fittings supplied by Armortek. They're noticeably smaller. My ones are much more to scale. And no detail in these. I may actually use them to make the smoke grenades. They do actually fit nicely into the area. So I might do a bit of work on these, creating the smoke grenades. Here you can see one of the smoke grenade launchers fitted. It's securely fitted with 2 screws on top and welded at the bottom. And here's the rear view. The smoke launchers were fitted at the factory from around January 1943, but they were eliminated around May 1943. There were instances of smoke grenades jamming in the launcher, blinding the crew, and also small arms fire hitting them and setting off the smoke grenades and again blinding the crew. Hence they were eliminated. Stay tuned, as next we'll be looking at the hull mounted grenade launchers. I'd just like to say a big thank you to everybody who's subscribed so far. If you're enjoying the video, please remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and share. Thanks for all the nice comments. Please keep them coming. I'll try to answer all comments. Let me know in the comments too if there's anything you'd like me to cover in this series. I'm not too sure yet about paint scheme for the Tiger. I'm thinking of one of the Command Tigers, but not certain yet. I would like to do a winter paint scheme. It is my aim to add a lot of interior detail as well. I would have liked to do a classic early Tiger interior, but if I go ahead with a Command Tiger, it'll change. Here I've cut some parts to make the S-mine launcher bases. I'll be soldering these in place, and the launcher will sit on top. Some small components for here as well. Here's the work I've done on the S-mine launchers so far. I've soldered those bases together and I've started to fit the launchers. I needed 20mm brass tube, but I wasn't able to get any. I've had to use the lathe to make this brass tube from solid brass bar. It's a bit wasteful, I'm afraid, but it's all I could get at the moment. So here you can see one of my S-mine launchers. This will be the sort of position. I have to make small brackets that were welded to the top of the hull, and then these will screw into the brackets. There are 5 of these launchers around the vehicle. All corners, and just one on this side, because on the right hand side we have an antenna. The Command Tiger only had 4 launchers, because in this position there was an extra antenna. One of the vehicles I'm considering painting is one of the command versions. So let's go ahead and fit the brackets for the launchers. I have to make brackets for the rear launchers. They're much more complicated than the front. Here you can see the location of the brackets. I've cut away a piece of the weld detail here. I'll be putting a weld around the brackets, and I've marked my holes for drilling to attach screws, and it'll just fit like that. Here are the S-mine launchers on the rear. The launchers point out at an angle of approximately 45 degrees. Inside, you can see the hole at the back is a finger hole for popping out the used cartridges. And also there's a spring attachment in there which held the pot in place. The small hole underneath is where the trigger wire would pass through. And here's the other side. Here we have the front. Mounted on its brackets. And the middle one, which wouldn't be here if it was a command Tiger. Here we have the view from on top. In many of the wartime photos I've seen of Tigers, the launchers were empty. Put something in the comments if you'd like to see the S-mines added to the launchers. The S-mine launchers were fitted at the factory from around January 1943 until October 1943. In later vehicles, the close defence weapons were replaced with this launcher. It could be loaded from inside, it could fire smoke or frag grenades, and it could be rotated into various directions. Thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll put up some videos here, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down here. Thank you.